I'm going to continue to reveal to you the greatest secret in life. Greatest secret in life is this. The greatest secret in life is to walk backwards. You understand? Now let me explain. Walk backwards. Of course, it helps your posture right away, but that's not what we're talking about here. How come in the Futuhat, Ibn Arabi, which is like 10,000 pages, so I didn't read it. Somebody has explicated it. How come he does the surahs from 114 to the first? He goes backwards in the surahs. And his explanation in the Futuhat is that the greatest imam, the furthest imam, walks backwards. Goes backwards. Now here, what do we do when we go backwards? You know those movies like Back to the Future? Well, when you walk backwards, you're seeing where you were. You're going back there a second time. You're seeing where you were when you walk backwards. Because, you see, basically, there is only a present tense, which is the inside of this circle, so to speak. There's only a present. And our perceptions, because of desires and things like that, think that there's a future, you see. And that there's a past. But if you walk backwards, you'll see that when you go back into the past where you've been, number one, you're present. In a certain sense, when you go back into the past, you can make another level of mistake there. You can do things again. So like yesterday, I'll pretend that's yesterday. I can go back into yesterday and see the things that I didn't do. And maybe do them or say them. Gee, you know, I said to some person yesterday, gee, you're beautiful. I felt open. If I hadn't said that, if I went back into the past and saw that same person and I didn't say anything, I would say, gee, I should have said something. See? So going backwards shows you where you've been, where you can make corrections. In a certain sense, that's Pesach Sheni. You know? That you always have a second chance. Because there's only present. So, but you want to be in different levels in that present. You want to be in the highest possible level. And that highest possible level is the way you can experiment in that is to go back into the past and see what you would have done as you are now in that past situation under those circumstances. It's just an experiment. So we walk backwards. Kind of like if we were going around in a circle, we would go counterclockwise. which is the way they go around the Kaaba, by the way. And when you put on tefillin, the Hasidim put it on counterclockwise, and the Ashkenazi put it on clockwise. So this is a great secret. The idea of going backwards. And remember, I've told you to run backwards. I forget the guy's name. Anthony Quinn used to go around Central Park. He was the only one that we've ever seen. My brother saw him. I forget if I saw him. One would think you remember, but I think my brother saw him. He used to walk backwards. Everybody else is, walking, race walking forward, running forward. He used to walk backwards as his exercise. And Dad, my father, you see, he used to take people that were all hunched over like this, tell them to walk 3 steps backwards. You walk 3 steps backwards, your spine becomes straight. And if you know the Fosbury flop, he changed the high jumping mechanisms from forwards, because you bend like this, to backwards. And remember, the Dalet in the back of the head actually recognizes this. I personally think that the word Adam Kadmon relates to this. The Adam man, Kadmon, Kadem. Kadem means, not condemned. Kadem means before, ancient, first. So when you're going to Adam Kadmon, it's the former, think this with me. You're going to the first man, you're retreating. People are always like going, they want to see their lineage. That's where they came from. So go backwards. And go backwards in time to former days. Atik, Yomin. Former. We're only in this imagination that we're leading to, with everything. Walk backwards and see what happens to your life. See how your present becomes fuller. And as I like to say, we'll go from here.